My male roommate is pouty because I date other men and I don't want to hang out with him lol. Before you start in on him. He's not weird or threatening in any way. I don't feel unsafe in any way. Roommate has asked me to hang out several times, including going to his friend's house and getting in the hot tub. Yeah, right. When hell freezes over. Pal. I clearly expressed that I wasn't interested and he left it at that. But now he acts like his feelings are hurt. Again. He hasn't done anything wrong but he avoids me now. I let this guy move in because I'm not attracted to him and have no interest in anything other than a cordial roommate relationship. I do not pursue platonic friendships with men as a rule. I'm just amused. Like, stop expecting so much. We're here to split bills and keep the space clean and respectful. That's it. I don't owe you anything else. I mean, you started off by saying he's not weird, but I consider this to be weird. Again. He hasn't done anything wrong but he avoids me now. That's probably for the best. Some people let their feelings build up as a way to force themselves to make a move. The problem is that if they are rejected, it can be very difficult to quash those feelings. When I was a teenager, I did something similar. And I had to put distance between myself and her to let those feelings fade. That said, this is his problem. Not yours. Jebius. Sounds like my friend back in the day. She had me over once. And her roommate made us like this epic barbecue. Afterward, her and I went to a kegger of a friend of mine. We got hammered and hooked up that night. Her roommate lost his collective shit on her after I left. Apparently, she ended up moving out to her own place. The dude got super aggro and weird about it. Careful of the weirdo possessive roommates out there. Are so many men on this post pretending to be women, it's ridiculous. So he's avoiding you? I'd call that a result. Boys take any kind of rejecting badly. Not your problem. The entitlement is not a great sign even if he hasn't done anything untoward as of yet. Be careful. He wants sex from you. And he's acting wounded over you exercising your right to say no to anything that would lead to it. Or could be interpreted as mutual interest. Because on some level, he thinks he's entitled to it. Men like that have been found to spy on their female roommates with hidden cameras. Oh my god, the people in these comments are so annoying. You guys don't do the OL good morning, how are you good? Interaction with people you aren't necessarily friends with? Sorry, you don't have basic manners? The people who are willfully trying to ignore the obvious roommate getting in your pants. Pipeline the dude was attempting are also really funny. Why are there so many butthurt men in a women's sub anyways? Go away. As with small children, let him pout and ignore his shit. You might also want to ease him out as a roommate. Pouting because your roommate doesn't want to be best friends is weird. Especially with the let's hang out in the hot tub with my other friend subtext. If he'd just pitched hanging out once and let it go when you said nah, that would be one thing. He's giving a little bit creepy. Not to detract from what you were saying, but the thought of being roommates with someone you don't want to befriend is sorta wild to me. Like, if I can't be friends with the person, I sure as hell wouldn't want to live with them. Might be time to find a new roommate because you both clearly want different things out of the relationship. This is weird. I'm in a similar situation to him. And I have absolutely no issues whatsoever being a respectful, normal roommate and respecting boundaries. I understand male input is to be given very sparingly on this sub. And so this is the only matter I will comment on. Clearly thought moving in with a woman meant 24/7 accessa to her. Hopeful he continues to avoid you because he is weird. But of course he will be upset that you aren't upset that he's not talking to you. So he will start talking to you to tell you how upset he is to try to make you feel bad. This is where you tell him you are roommates, in fact you are he a landlord, not friends, and if wants that kind of relationship he needs to move in with people he already knows. I don't get this post. Sounds like you got your wish, dudes doing exactly what you wanted, be your roommate and spit the rent. You got that. So now you're feeling some type of way because he isn't being cordial with you anymore? Okay. How is him not being cordial affecting you? In what way? Let him do him and gob to you. Simple. Just let him know he is only there to split bills. I bet that changes your dynamic quick. This isn't weird or threatening now, but might escalate to that. Let him know that you want to be friendly and cordial at home but don't want to integrate into his social network. Info: is there anything in the roommate agreement that says he's not allowed to date anyone other than someone who is his roommate? Not the asshole. I do pursue platonic friendships with men, but also don't think you need to become besties with a total stranger who moved in because neither of you can afford to live on your own. It's a business relationship regardless of gender. And like with some coworkers, you might find you have enough in common to be friends. That's not the goal of the situation. Practicing politeness, respecting each other's property and privacy, and not driving each other crazy makes good roommates. Damn, living with a male roommate in this day and age? Couldn't be me. Be careful though, make sure to always lock your room. PLS. Do you use the same restroom? Not to freak you out or anything, but I'd be tempted to check for cameras. So, you're not interested in a friendship. And now he stopped acting like you guys are friends? Sounds like you're on the same page. TBH. You don't form platonic friendships with men as a rule? Before you start in on him. Then why did you post if you expect us not to criticize him? He is not respecting your boundaries and manipulating you by pouting like a child. Your roommate wants to be with you in some form or fashion. Now that he avoids you, you want everyone's happy. People are roommates with people they don't intend to even be friends with? I mean, you do you, but that seems like a strange situation that could end up dangerous. Especially if the other roommate wants more. I do not pursue platonic friendships with men as a rule. Well, that's kinda bizarre. But it sounds like what he wants isn't even platonic. Always curious why some people prefer to only have same-sex friendships. Like some people genuinely believe it is impossible to maintain platonic friendship with the opposite sex. Zero judgment. Only curiosity. The hot tub invitation was a bit too much, but I don't see why you are sexualizing the whole situation and make it all about attraction. Of course he avoids you now after you made clear you find him annoying. Why would you be roommates with someone you don't even want to like? Just get your bag up and live alone. Holy fuck. IDK, if I lived with someone I'd try to be friendly with them and all. Makes it so it isn't as awkward. Like maybe go out every once in a while to do something. It just seems so cold to live with other people in that way, your way. Like you're living with strangers. I'd be uncomfortable. But you do you. But now he acts like his feelings are hurt. I don't think he is acting like his feelings are hurt. You need to get out of that living situation. This situation is not going to get better. His resentment will grow and he will get more and more angry and eventually try to rape you. He will wait until you have a vulnerable moment and that's when he'll do it. Genuine question. You say that as a rule you do not pursue platonic friendships with men. I am not trying to change your mind. It's your rule, not mine. But why is that in place? I am curious to know where that comes from. In my own personal experience, all of my platonic friendships with men have been wonderful. Joanna B? That you?